Ollie. I'm back, and today I'm on Netflix YouTube channel because they just dropped a sneak peek about Wednesday season 2. I remember it came out 3 days ago, and yeah, here it is. It's Wednesday season 2 sneak peek, Adam's Family. Alright, so this sneak peek might have some more information that might help us figure out the lore and also what might happen in like the first episode or in all the episodes of season 2. Anyways, let's just get right into it. All right. So we're starting with us showing us Jenna Ortega, which is obviously the actor of Wednesday, like showing us like the back scenes with all the microphones and cameras at her. And this might be like the gate of the school where Wednesday is staying at to learn, maybe.
The global phenomenon of Wednesday was incredible.
It was such a wonderful, explosive surprise.
Oh, yeah, wait, hold on.
Explosive.
I remember seeing this a long time ago when season 1 first came out. Yeah, there was like a actor wearing like blue screen, like a suit, blue screen, who is the actor of Thing. And yeah, and the way that he moves his hand, like I think that he trains and do stuff before he starts acting, and that actually is really cool. And this is Emma Myers, the same actor, just like I mentioned in my previous Wednesday video. Hold on, this is Emma Myers, the actor of Natalie in the Minecraft movie, and also the friend of Wednesday in Wednesday. And I think that they still divided their rooms because here we still see her pink bedroom, and I believe that in the other side over here is Wednesday's bedroom. And maybe she is going to go visit her family or something, or figure out a new entity's identity because the hike was a guy who was turning into the hike, and also uh, Wednesday's friend, who I forgot her name, is that werewolf.
To come back for season 2 has just been a treat.
Did she just say dream? I didn't hear her say what she said clearly because she said coming back to Wednesday was something dream. And yeah, this is Jenna Ortega. We know that she's Wednesday. Yeah, and I remember a long time ago when season 1 first came out, there was a short about an old video of Jenna Ortega who said if my family was a week, I would be Wednesday, and she literally predicted her future by literally being Wednesday. If you know what I'm talking about, guys.
One of the coolest characters of all time. So to slip into
Oh, well, that's nice for the actor because that's dedication and also helps them act better when they say that she thinks that the character, her role that she's playing is the coolest character, which is nice. I like the fact that hold on, my bad. I like the fact that there's lights on Wednesday as she's tied up. Maybe she's in that scene where there's all that creepy dolls. Yeah.
costume and tone again. It's just so much fun.
For me, it was enjoyable just because, I love the cast.
I suppose this is the movie director. Wait. Executive producer and director. Yeah, the movie director. I knew it.
And this year we
I mean, it's not a movie, it's a series. My bad.
Together more.
There really isn't a lot of Adam.
Whoa. Well, this is something.
Together more.
Yeah, this is like Wednesday's dad, and we can see here a background. Like, is she going to go visit her home? Because we can see bunk beds here.
There really isn't a lot of Adam's family lore, so we wanted to delve deeper into the family.
Oh, I knew this. I mean, I knew it. Yeah, I knew it. They're like going to dive into like the story of the family of Wednesday. Like they're going to show us more of her parents and her bodyguard. I don't remember his name. He was the driver of the car, and also her brother. I suppose his name is Pugsley. I don't remember his name, but yeah. And who's this? Is this like the uncle? Because I remember in season like 1, like the uncle was staying at a beehive or something. Anyways, let's
The
continue.
scope has expanded in terms of the character arcs, and it's really fun to see them.
Whoa. Yeah, I suppose that she went to visit her parents because this is like probably the guy who works at their home and is bringing tea and cookies to the family. to the dining room.
Explore a lot more of Nevermore.
Whoa! The Adams family would definitely not love this place because it's so pink.
Just
And we know
there,
that
explore.
they're really dark and doesn't like colors. Because just like she said, Wednesday said in like season 1, she said that she's allergic to colors, which is obviously impossible. But look, everything is pink, so they would definitely not love this place and would just straight up paint it black.
A lot more of Nevermore.
Who decorated this place? Homicidal maniac. Shouldn't guess.
Yeah, I knew they would talk like this. Wait, hold on.
The scope has expanded in terms of the character arcs. And
Hold
it's really
on, let me
fun
see.
to see them
Yeah, she just said that a maniac decorated this place because obviously they were wearing black and they hate colors.
explore a lot more of Nevermore.
Who decorated this place? Homicidal maniac. Shouldn't.
Yeah, this woman, I remember from season 1. Like at the end, she had a revelation of her being evil, and I suppose that she's the one who decorated it according to the flowers behind her. And obviously, they referenced her being a homicidal maniac because obviously, in the end of season 1, she turned out on Wednesday.
Aspersions, dear. Not all homicidal maniacs have such ghastly taste.
Catherine is
Yeah, the homicidal maniac has ghastly taste.
such an amazing actress. She brings a reality to it.
She really relished this season.
Are they like talking about the mother of Wednesday, the actor who played the?
More scenes.
It was like, oh my gosh, I get to fence.
Oh yeah, they're fencing. I remember like in season 1 they were like fencing, and then Wednesday told the person that was fencing with her to remove their mask and fence without their protective mask, and then they hurt. Wednesday hurt herself.
You could see she was a dancer. I feel really, really
Yeah,
lucky.
they're not real fence swords. They're just green screen, just like we saw earlier. But then they would CGI it and turn it into a real fencing sword.
Experiencing this mother-daughter
Just like
dynamic
we
with someone as
see.
incredible as Catherine.
Darling.
Oh, she said an experience of mother and daughter. So I suppose that they're going to fence with her mother.
I'm not your enemy. I am your mother.
I liked you better when you were a crystal ball away.
There's my little lamb.
I don't understand what's that, but I think that's her way to show her affection to her mother, even though they talk like they hate each other. Because even though they say like, for example, "You're my weather storm," it means like in their language it means like this is my lovely girl or something because they like dark stuff and they like to talk in that way, if you get what I mean.
Louise as Gomez Adams is such a great,
Ooh, I suppose that they were drinking pina colada.
warm character.
And we see the father-son story evolve over the season.
You're a
Oh yeah,
chipmunk.
we saw this in my previous video when I reacted to the trailer. Like, we found out that Pugsley has the ability to shoot lightning out of his hand, which is amazing.
Theo Executioner's block.
Pugsley Adams is now a student at Nevermore.
Oh, now he's finally a student. Now he will accompany his sister, and his sister would not feel alone because she has a best friend who likes sunshine and rainbows, and also to make like videos on her social media.
The ground rules. No eye contact without permission.
No eye contact without permission. Anyways, I want to tell you guys that I remember in season 1, like in the previous school that they were in, like in the beginning of season 1, some people were bullying her brother, and then she decided to put piranhas in the pool that they were swimming in to kill them because obviously she doesn't like people who mess with her brother, and for some reason she didn't go to prison and they just changed school. But now I suppose that I suppose that her brother Pugsley finally moved into the school because in the first season we didn't see Pugsley in the school, which is nice that now we know that he'll be here.
Something reports to me.
Poor Pugsley. He's kind of an outcast among outcasts this season. Isaac did.
Yeah, he's an outcast. People keep bullying him, just like I said earlier, what I told you about in season 1.
Beautiful job of capturing the pathos of Pugsley.
He really wants to fit in, and he really wants a friend.
But it's not looking very good.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to like get friends, but it's not looking good for him because just like we saw right now, he made a handshake with that boy, and then that shocked him, and he will start. Maybe I mean this is just a theory, but maybe he will. That guy who shook his hand will start to bullying him and say weirdo. He's the guy with like lightning in his hand.
The first season
Yeah,
was
and that's the
superstar,
uncle,
and then
the
season
guy.
4, let's
And I suppose this is a grandma. I'm not sure.
introduce Grandma. Top of our list was Joanna Lumley.
The only people who deserve to be buried in this dump are the maintenance staff.
I love the way that they talk. It's so awesome. Yeah, but this is the grandma.
Grandmama.
There's always
Yeah,
something
she called her
thrilling about
grandmama.
working for
That's her
timber.
grandma.
The world they've
Definitely.
created here, it looks
Yeah, the hike is back. Ew, this is disgusting. This looks like a statue of Medusa. Anyways, hold
the only
on.
people who deserve to be buried in this dump are the maintenance staff.
Grandmama.
Hold on,
There's
hold on.
always something thrilling about working for Tim Burton. The world that they created here.
Yeah, the hike is back. And maybe he stopped being a psychopath and killing people. Anyways.
This gothic, sometimes quite
Yeah, this is that. She's a gothic. She's goth.
but it's
Which is
kind of
obviously because of her style and the way that she dresses. Obviously.
playful. Old memories are like old corpses. They never quite seem
Ooh.
the same when you dig them up.
Season 2 has.
He's locked in prison. Obviously because of murdering. And for some reason Wednesday didn't go to prison for like killing those people in the pool.
Thing people loved about
And the
season
parents are
1 is
dancing
kinda
because
like
obviously they're
turning
in a
the dial
romantic
up on
relationship.
season 1 is just
Hold
kinda
on. This is the guy who played the hike. The guy who transforms into the hike. Tyler, yeah, his name is Tyler. Now I finally remember. And his real name is Hunter. I didn't know that. This is new information.
turn the dial up on everything.
Ooh! My god.
They never quite seem the same
Hold on.
when you dig them up.
That was a little bit disturbing. Hold on.
Everything people loved about season 1 is just kind of like they turn the dial up on everything.
Oh, do you see that? The face of the crow? Like the other side was like as if a car ran him over. Wait, no, that doesn't sound good. Like someone just took off his feathers.
We were able to top the mystery of season 1.
Day 2 of the school year, and you're already involved in some grisly murder case. Maybe you're cursed.
Yeah, that's the sound of Emma Myers, which is the friend of Wednesday. Yeah, maybe there is a killing going on and a murder that she's trying to find out, and her friend is telling her that she's a psycho and she should stop.
The ambition of the show is limitless. We let our imaginations fly.
Ooh, that's like a crow on fire.
It's quite funny.
Is it like an artificial made crow, like made out of probably wood or something, and they lit it on fire just for show for people to watch?
Strange, and it's a nice way to come back into memory.
That reminds me of that song of. Wait, hold on.
Maybe you're cursed.
Need to show you
The
this right
ambition of the
now.
show is limitless. We let our imaginations fly.
It's quite funny and strange and
Yeah, you saw her eyes right there. Hold on.
funny and strange.
Yeah, this reminds me of that scene. I mean, not scene. That song of Billie Eilish when there's black liquid dripping out from her eyes. Yeah,
It's a
they
nice way to
definitely
come
got
back into
inspired by that.
Wait, this is
Ooh,
the
she was holding an axe, probably trying
first
to
time we've willingly
cut
returned.
destroy a door or something.
Wait,
Hold on. Need to show you this
It's a
definitely.
nice way to come back into memory.
Oh, caterpillars. This is like I suppose this is the new friend of Pugsley, and they're watching like caterpillars, or maybe they belong to his friend. Anyways, she's holding an axe, probably trying to hit the murderer. Probably she found out who's the murderer, and she like trying to hit him because just like her friend said, she's involving into a murder case, finding out who murdered. Because just like in season 1, there that woman who we talked about earlier, who decorated the place in pink, that woman was the one who was controlling the hike and telling him to murder. And then after she was caught doing that, and then she was killed. And I don't remember if she was killed or gone to prison, but yeah, probably she found out who was doing the murder, probably big, and now she's trying to hit him and report her to the police.
wait. This is the first time we've willingly returned to a school. How does it feel?
Oh, Her mother said this is the time that you willingly return to a school. I think that this is the time. I mean, maybe that was summer, or she just visited her parents for 1 week. But now she returned, and I suppose that she found her room. I mean, this doesn't look like her room because I remember her room had a big circular window. But yeah, maybe this is the room where Pugsley is staying at.
Like returning to the scene of
Oh
the
yeah,
crime.
no, this is her room.
You know where the
Hold on, that's
It's quite
definitely
funny
her
and
room.
strange, and it's a nice way to come back into Nevermore.
Wait.
Hold
this
on,
is the first time you've willingly returned to a school.
that's new.
How does
Me, I would never willingly go to a school. I mean, I go to school because I'm forced to because I need to get my knowledge and to get my diploma and everything. But wow, maybe she's just trying to visit her friend, like that girl, the one who Emma Myers is acting. Yeah, I suppose this is her room, but I think it's back to have the decoration of her friend. Wait,
Like return.
yeah, no, hold on. Her room is still the way that it is because this is the side of Wednesday and this is the side of her friend. Interesting. I think that was a shot, like a clip of another part in another room. But yeah, her room is still the way that she
Returning to the scene
made it.
of the crime. I already know where the bodies are buried.
Bodies are buried. Oh my god, are you? This now she doesn't look. She doesn't look like that she's involved in something of solving a murder case. She sounds like she's involved in a murder because she said that she knows where the bodies are buried. Oh my god. Yeah, season two, they will make two parts. We already talked about this in my previous video, like August 6th and August 7th of season two. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe because that will help me so much and I would appreciate it. Now, bye guys and have an awesome day.